Did you know that one of the most powerful women in the world just revealed something that left millions stunned? Oprah Winfrey, the media mogul, philanthropist, and cultural icon, has reached a turning point at 70 that no one saw coming. For decades, she's inspired millions with her strength, resilience, and wisdom. But now, new revelations about her health, career, and personal life have shocked fans across the globe. Behind the confident smile and calm presence, Oprah has faced silent battles few could imagine. What she recently shared about her future, her struggles, and her next chapter has left even her closest friends speechless. And it's a story that proves that even the strongest among us carry burdens behind the scenes. Oprah Winfrey's life story is nothing short of legendary. Born in rural Mississippi in 1954, she grew up in poverty, facing hardships that could have broken anyone. But Oprah turned pain into purpose. From working as a news anchor in Nashville to becoming the queen of daytime television, her rise was meteoric. The Oprah Winfrey Show, which ran for 25 years, wasn't just entertainment, it was a revolution. She connected with people on a spiritual level, addressing issues of love, trauma, and self-worth long before they became common topics. But what few people knew was that the success came with emotional tolls. Long hours, intense pressure, and the responsibility of uplifting millions slowly began to wear her down. Behind the stage lights, Oprah often questioned whether she was giving too much of herself away. Now, at 70, Oprah is finally opening up about the emotional and physical challenges that have quietly shaped her later years. In a recent interview, she revealed she's been dealing with serious health struggles, including hormonal imbalances, exhaustion, and the impact of years of stress. "I've spent decades helping others heal," she confessed. "But I didn't realize how much healing I needed myself." For fans, those words hit hard. Oprah, the woman who guided the world through self-discovery, was now confronting her own vulnerability. Doctors reportedly advised her to step back from her workload, warning that her health could deteriorate if she didn't slow down. And for the first time, Oprah listened, not just to her team, but to her body and soul. In early 2025, Oprah quietly began restructuring her life. She reduced her travel schedule, cut back on business commitments, and dedicated more time to mindfulness and rest. Friends close to her say she's spending long stretches at her Montecito estate with longtime partner Stedman Graham, enjoying quiet mornings by the garden and long walks along the coast. Those who've seen her recently say she looks peaceful, but different. "It's like she's entering a new phase of her life," one insider shared. "She's not chasing success anymore. She's chasing peace." It's a sentiment many of her fans relate to, as Oprah continues to serve as a reflection of life's biggest truths. No matter how powerful you are, the search for peace never ends. Chapter 5. But the news that left everyone speechless wasn't just about her health, it was about her career. Oprah confirmed that she's stepping away from full-time media production. While she remains involved with OWN and Oprah Daily, she's decided to no longer host or produce large-scale television projects. "It's time for a new voice," she said softly. "I've told every story I could tell. Now I want to listen." For the millions who grew up watching her, this announcement marked the end of an era. Oprah's decision to step back from the spotlight came as a shock, especially to those who saw her as an unstoppable force. Yet, true to her nature, she framed it not as a goodbye, but as a transition. In her reflective interviews, Oprah has also spoken about aging and mortality, topics she once avoided. "Turning 70 changes everything," she said. "It's not about fame or money anymore. It's about legacy and peace." Those words resonated deeply with fans, reminding them that even legends must face time's inevitable passage. She's been candid about the friends she's lost, the moments she regrets, and the wisdom she's gained from letting go. In one particularly emotional moment, she admitted, "I used to be afraid of slowing down. But now I see that stillness is a gift." Her words carried the quiet weight of a woman who has lived, learned, and finally found comfort in simply being. Through all this, Stedman Graham has been Oprah's rock. Their relationship, one of Hollywood's longest, has endured decades of public scrutiny, yet the two remain as devoted as ever. Sources close to the couple say Stedman encouraged Oprah to prioritize her health and happiness. He reportedly told her, "You've given enough to the world. Now it's time to live for you." Together, they'd been spending more time at home, hosting small gatherings with close friends like Gayle King, and focusing on philanthropic efforts through the Oprah Winfrey Charitable Foundation. Their life together is now built on simplicity, the exact opposite of the high-pressure world Oprah once dominated. Still, even as she steps back, Oprah's influence remains everywhere. Her production company, Harpo, continues developing projects centered on empowerment and truth. Her book club thrives, inspiring millions to read stories that transform lives. And her leadership in philanthropy continues to uplift communities around the world. In 2025, she announced new funding for women's education in South Africa, a project close to her heart. When asked about her future, she smiled and said, "I'm not disappearing. I'm just changing direction. My voice doesn't need a camera to be heard." Fans saw in her words a deep wisdom, a reminder that legacies aren't about constant motion, but about meaning. Despite the graceful front, Oprah has privately struggled with the reality of aging in the public eye. She's admitted that it hasn't been easy to see herself slow down physically after decades of constant motion. Insiders say she's faced bouts of sadness, particularly after the deaths of close friends and mentors. But even in those moments, she's turned pain into power. Her approach has been to channel her emotions into gratitude. "Every wrinkle, every ache, it's proof I've lived," she once said. "And I wouldn't trade that for anything." It's this unfiltered honesty that continues to endear her to fans across generations. In the days following her latest revelation, the internet was flooded with messages of love. Fans thanked Oprah for her decades of inspiration, calling her a living light and a voice that shaped the world. Celebrities shared their own tributes, from Michelle Obama to Viola Davis, each describing how Oprah's wisdom guided them through hard times. What's striking is how universal her impact has been. She wasn't just a host or a billionaire, she was, and still is, a symbol of resilience. As one fan wrote, "Oprah taught us to rise, even when no one believed we could." Her story continues to remind the world that success means nothing without compassion. In her most recent public appearance, Oprah delivered an emotional message to her fans. Standing on stage in a simple white dress, she spoke about surrender and purpose. "I'm not retiring from life," she said, smiling. "I'm returning to it." Her voice quivered as she thanked her audience for walking with her through decades of change. "You gave me your hearts, and I tried to give you mine back. Now it's your turn to keep shining." Even when the cameras go off, the audience erupted in applause, many in tears. It was a moment of closure, but also renewal, a reminder that endings often lead to beginnings. At 70, Oprah Winfrey's latest chapter is her most profound yet. She's no longer chasing ratings, fame, or influence, she's chasing peace, authenticity, and joy. Her story proves that real power doesn't come from wealth or fame, but from knowing when to let go and embrace change. As she steps away from the world that made her a household name, she leaves behind a legacy of compassion, courage, and truth. Fans may feel emotional, but Oprah herself is at peace. "Every life," she once said, "is a story. And mine has been a blessing." And with that, she closes this chapter, not in sadness, but in gratitude, forever reminding us that even when legends step back, their light never fades.